Hi, welcome to this video on how to use the Google Classroom app to annotate documents and actually complete assignments using the annotation tools in Google Classroom. So let's get started. What we're looking at right now is Google Classroom, and this is a sample class. I'm logged in as a student. However, I'm on a laptop. So here's a sample assignment. If I were to click open and open this assignment, you'll notice there's an attachment. So you can consider this to be like homework. So if this was our daily work or our homework assignment, I would click this, and what it does is it brings up this sample. Now, if I'm using the app, I actually can annotate directly on top of this document. You'll notice I can't do that here while I'm on a laptop. I can simply view it. I can print it. If I click up here, I can print it up, and I can actually do the assignment on paper, take a picture of it, and then turn it back into the Google Classroom that way. But the Google Classroom app offers this really unique way of turning in assignments. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my iPad here and show you how this works. Okay, so now we're looking at my iPad. So again, just as a reminder, the only way that you can do what we're about to do is using the Google Classroom app on an Android or iOS device, meaning an iPhone, Android smartphone, iPad, Android tablet, those types of things. You cannot do this on a laptop. It's got to be on a device. But here's an example. I'm looking at the same class that I was just looking at a minute ago. I'm still a student logged in. You'll see there's homework sample. When I click on that, I'm going to go to the actual assignment. And again, just like we saw a minute ago, you'll see mathhomework.pdf right here. I'm going to go ahead and launch that. But here's the difference. In the top right-hand corner, right up here, you'll see this pen. Now what that allows you to do is actually annotate or draw directly on top of this assignment in this case. On the bottom you'll notice there are some tools. These are your annotation tools. I'll go through those really quickly. The first one is a selection tool. It lets you select objects that are on there, that are on your assignment, for instance lines or your actual annotations or shapes, things like that. This next tool here is the eraser tool. That allows you to erase. This next tool here is your pen tool. Now, if you double tap a tool, you get all of its options. In this case, there's several colors, there's several thicknesses of pens that we can choose. That's the pen tool. The next tool over is the the highlighter tool. Just like the pen tool, if you double tap it, you have options for colors and thickness. The next tool over is, this is the marker tool. I said that was a highlighter tool. I'm mistaken. That's the marker tool. This next one here is the highlighter tool. Again, when you double tap it, you get some options for colors and thicknesses. That's the highlighter tool. And the very last one is the text tool. And this one right here, it's an A with an underline underneath it. That allows you to type text. So let me show you really quickly how this works. I'm going to choose the pen tool, which is right here. And that will allow me to actually draw on the assignment. You can see pretty straightforward. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose the eraser tool here, and I'm going to click on each of those and erase those things that I did. But there's an added benefit here, an added thing that we can do. You may say, well, it's still kind of hard to draw, whether it's with a stylus or with my finger, because it's so small. Here's the kicker. If you use what's called a pinch and zoom gesture, and let me show you what that looks like here in just a second. I have a picture of what a pinch and zoom gesture looks like. And we're pretty familiar with this on your smartphone. You take your thumb and your finger, you either you pinch or zoom to zoom in and zoom out of a picture to make it larger or smaller. So if we do that and we come back over to our iPad and we use that same gesture, you can't see that obviously on the video, but I'm using a pinch and zoom gesture to zoom in and zoom out on the assignment. Now I can get rather close to an actual assignment. All right, so this math is going to be completely wrong, so don't judge me. But I just want to show you how this works. I'm going to choose a color, choose a red color. And so if I wanted to do an assignment right here, and it should be noted that I'm using my finger right now. You can see just how easy that is. Again, using the pinch and zoom gesture, I can zoom back out. And another tip here is with your thumb and your finger, just like you were using with the pinch and zoom gesture, you can actually take your thumb and your finger and 2 fingers moves you around on the document. So in other words, if I zoomed in, I could still use 2 fingers to kind of move. You don't want to use 1 finger because if you do that, you're going to make a mark. So you want to use 2 fingers to move around. And that's how you annotate on top of an assignment. So if you wanted to use this to turn an assignment, it's very easy. You can use a stylus, you can use your finger, and you just write directly on the assignment. Once you're finished, you'll notice on the top right-hand corner there is a save button. Incidentally, I didn't mention this, but there's an undo and redo button here in case you make some mistakes. But once you're finished, you can click Save. I'm going to click Save. That will save the document, and it will allow me to go ahead back and turn in the assignment. It automatically comes back to the page that lets me turn in. You'll notice here's the original assignment right here, and here is mine. What it does is it puts the word edited in front of it. Now, it's important to let you know that if I go back into this document, edited, it will let me back in, and it will let me annotate, no problem, but it will not let me make changes to what I've already typed here. So just know when you hit save, it's going to save, but it will not let you come in here. In other words, I couldn't erase this or I couldn't move any of these things because it's set in stone. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and click the back button. So this is the screen it comes back to after you hit the save button. When I'm ready to turn in, all I have to do is simply click this turn in button right here, and that will turn in the assignment. It'll ask me to confirm. I do want to turn it in. And there you have it. The assignment is turned in. There's the original homework assignment. There is my version. If I go back to the main page, it will now show mine as done. And I have now used Google Classroom app to annotate and turn in a homework assignment. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.